Heyo everyone! You probably noticed this is not a normal video. So I kind of set out to do a Star Citizen video and something got in the way. If you've read the title, you probably have an idea already of what that was. But it's probably a good idea I say what it is. It's Satisfactory. This game has kind of gotten in the way of me being able to get a Star Citizen video out. And I kind of figured, since that's the case, I might as well show you how Satisfactory has kind of ruined my life. So for those of you who don't know what Satisfactory is an early access game that's all about building a factory. It seems very simple, but it gets more advanced than that. For those who have ever played Factorio, you understand how something as simple as building a factory can become overwhelming. And this is in essence a first-person 3D Factorio. And this game has really caught my attention. Recently it came out on Steam, and for those of you who watch my Twitch streams, if you don't stop by, you would get an idea of how much I enjoy this game. And lately, within the last week, it has gotten even better. For me, that is. So I figured, since this game got in the way of me making a Star Citizen video, I would kind of share with you the passion I have for it and how it got in the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually drop back in my game, and you'll get a sense of what happened. So within the last week, I've gotten kind of far enough in the game where I went from simple productions and even some large factory lines that I've created into creating mega factories. And this was the first one. This beast is what took up my weekend. This is my oil refinery setup. So I got far enough in the game where I needed more. I needed more higher end resources, and I have the ability to overclock a decent amount. So I figured I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna look at what resources I have coming in, I'm gonna maximize them, and I'm gonna build to that. And that ended up taking up hours of my time. This setup started with a simple 4 refineries and some generators. And this weekend, I decided that if I'm gonna get more plastic, I'm gonna go all out. So now it encompasses 30 refineries making plastic, 10 refineries making rubber, 8 refineries making coke, 3 making fuel, and 8 fuel generators making power. That's what, a total of let's see if I can do quick math. 48 plus 3, 51, 59 structures. It took hours. And I did a good portion of this on stream for those who watched Saturday. I did pretty much this whole 40 refinery setup and then ended up finishing it out on my own time. And this is why this game has grabbed me and in some way ruined my life, because I love this. And for those who love numbers and optimizing, and you have that OCD of wanting things to be perfect and efficient, this game is wonderful. It gives you all that potential. And even if you don't love the math and the numbers, just that satisfaction of expanding and growing is wonderful. So it's kind of taken over my life. And some people have even noticed in stream that I get focused and thoroughly enjoy playing this game. It's just gotten worse now that I can do these giant mega structures. And the thing is, this alone would not have ruined my video cycle. It was the second project that ruined my video cycle. And I'm gonna probably have to share that one with you, since that's the real reason that I'm not doing a Star Citizen video this week. So I'm gonna jump over there and share the story of how Satisfactory really ruined my life. So I'm gonna go do that. Alright, so for you that was probably less than a second, but I'm actually over at my second production facility, that project I was talking about, and it's quite a travel. So before I turn around and show you this monstrosity, this game, as I've said, kind of ruined my life, but in a good way. And part of that comes down to the fact that that last project, like I said, happened over the weekend. And in finalizing it, I realized that, like any of you who played the game, you find out that power is a problem, especially when you start mega projects. So when I finished it and I went to start it up, as I figured, I did not have enough power, and I had to shut down a lot of my production in order to prime that other facility and get the generators running. The problem is that still wasn't enough. So to put context into this, I was playing the game late at night with some friends, and I finally finished that project, and I realized that my power was not sufficient. So when I got on the next time, which was only last night, I realized that my plan was to come over here and add 16 coal generators. I already had 32, so I was going to up it by 50%. And I got over here and realized that it was going to be a lot of work. I was going to have to tear down a bunch of my water extractor lines and then build out the foundations, add 16 generators, rehook everything up, prime it, which for those of you who don't know what priming is, my generator only produces power when it has coal and water. So you have to get coal and water to the generator to then have it produce power and become self-efficient. So you have to power your water extractor and miner for long enough that the resources get to the generators to then allow them to produce power to run the system. So you have to put so much power in to get the resources to them to then have them self-sustain. So to prime 16 generators is a lot of work. So it's gonna be an excessive amount of work. And with that last project, as I mentioned, I started deciding to fully optimize what resources I have available. And I did quick math and realized that if I'm going to go through all that effort to add 16 generators, which give me a total of 48, if I maxed out my miners, I could run 80 generators. So the fact that I would have to do that work, I didn't even know if 16 generators would produce enough power to actually function properly. I didn't know how much power I actually was going to pull. I kind of decided to rip it all down and maximize my resources. Now, mind you, this all happened within 10-15 minutes of getting over here. That I looked at it, did some quick math, and figured this wasn't going to work. So last night, when I should have been starting the Star Citizen video, I decided, okay, I took tomorrow off. I took the next 2 days off of work. So nice vacation. I'll play for tonight. I'll have, get up, have all day to make my Star Citizen video and get it edited, get it checked, and get it out in time. Yeah. Started this project, and 12 hours later, I finally finished this monstrosity. Needless to say, I didn't get to bed on time, and the people going to work in the morning told me that I probably should have been in bed, and me getting up way later than I'm supposed to told me that the video was probably not going to happen. So this is how Satisfactory ruined my life, and I love it for it. This beast is 80 coal generators powered by 20 water extractors, fully optimizing my 4 available coal nodes to their max. Now, those of you that play the game know that technically I'm not optimizing them to their max. The generators don't have to run at full potential because I'm not utilizing the 6 gigawatts of power this produces. And doing this giant project made me realize that adding 16 coal generators was not going to be enough. Because when I finished, I realized that I idle at a power usage equal to what my previous power could generate. So adding 50% extra on my coal generation was not going to be sufficient. So it was worth it in terms of the game to put all this effort in, but wasn't necessarily worth it in terms of my real life commitments. So this mega facility goes to show the addiction that is Satisfactory for those of us. Oh, no. For those of us that love this kind of thing. The meticulous nature of running all the pipes, feeding everything in the appropriate manner, doing the math to ensure that you have, perfect equilibrium and efficiency to your maximum extent. It is addicting for those of us who love that nature. And it's even worse when you finish a project like this. You feel proud, and I fully feel proud of this project, and then realize that it breaks something else. So now I know that the previous project of my oil refineries is not running efficiently because now I produced too much power and ruined the efficiency of that facility. So this game is ruining my life, but I love it for it. So I hope you got enjoyment out of this ruining my life. So thank you, everyone. I hope this video you found interesting, and my passion of this game I hope came through. I do plan to get back to doing some Star Citizen videos very shortly. This kind of just ruined it for this week, and I already have plans in mind for the next couple videos that I'm going to put out for Star Citizen. And hopefully with 310 around the corner, we get a really good look at new stuff that is coming. I will probably be doing videos that aren't always Star Citizen related going forward a bit, as more games come out and as Star Citizen as development goes forward, and you kind of have those lulls in it to kind of fill it in a little bit and have fun and have some variety with the YouTube channel as I do with the Twitch streams. If you haven't caught me on Twitch streams, go ahead and jump over there and see some of this, behind the scenes of other stuff that I'm doing. I do have a really cool stream coming up for those who play Conqueror's Blade. So, kind of jump in real quick, and within a couple days of when this video goes live, probably going to be a special stream. So keep an eye out. You'd also see details on that in the Discord, which is linked below as well. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope to catch you at a Twitch stream. And until next time, keep building and optimizing. Because now I'm doing 300s. So it's 4 lines, 10, that's 12. Or 40, sorry. It's 40 refineries.